Everyone, I want you to look at your hands. We're not doing a palm reading session, I promise. Now, let's imagine a layer of dust on our palms. Gritty black dirt stuck under our nails. Your hands feel so dry because you've been making t-shirts with your hands for 14 hours straight without any breaks. You want to take one sip of water, but you can't. Because if you do not make 400 shirts by the end of your shift, you will lose your already low salary of $1 per hour. So you kept working. But as you rubbed your hands together, dead skin flakes started to fall off, and the wound from your previous shift started to bleed again. And as you move your hands closer to your face to check the wound, the stench of sweat mixed with iron from your blood and formaldehyde from the fabrics wash over you. Now, let's bring those hands to reality. These hands belong to real people. In fact, it belongs to over 75 million people who work in fast fashion factories. And these hands make the clothes that many of us are wearing right now. And some of you might be thinking, hey, I don't shop at brands that treat their workers like that. I don't support any unethical scenarios like the one we just talked about. But I am going to ask you, are you 100% sure that the brands you shop at are treating their workers ethically? Are you 100% sure that the people who made your clothes are paid a living wage? And if you can't answer my questions with absolute certainty, you are unintentionally supporting the scenario we just talked about, and you are supporting the fast fashion industry. Fast fashion is cheap, trendy clothing that is quickly mass-produced by large retailers like Zara and H&M. Meaning, if you can buy a shirt for $50 at a regular brand, you only need to spend $10 at a fast fashion brand. But like its name suggests, it is designed for something quick and fast, and it does not last long. With fast fashion, we could buy large quantities of clothing at a very low cost to save money. But are we really saving money? We wore this shirt 2 times, and it started to fall apart. Then you're thinking, it's only $5. I'll just get another one. But this $5 bill just adds up with no limits. By the end of the year, you will find yourself spending $5 every single month and losing $60 when you could have instead go to a sustainable fashion brand and buy a shirt that costs you $50, but it could last you at least 3 years. So in this case, not only are we losing money, but we're supporting an industry that harms the environment, exploits its workers, and promotes child labor. The recent increase in buying and spending on fast fashion has led to several serious environmental problems. BBC News reports that with 100 billion garments produced each year, 92 million tons of them end up in landfill sites. To put this in simple terms, this means a rubbish truck full of clothes are dumped into landfill sites every single second. And besides that, according to UN Environmental Program, to produce just 1 pair of jeans will require 2,000 gallons of water, which is more than enough to provide one person with 8 cups of drinking water every single day for 1 decade. And despite already being the second biggest polluting industry in the world, its global emission will increase by at least 50% by 2050. But the most concerning aspect of the fast fashion industry is that it puts people's lives at risk too. Fast fashion factory workers work 7 days a week, at least 14 hours a day. But only 2% of them make a living wage. In 2012, over 1,000 fast fashion factory workers died in the Rana Plaza collapse. And the day before the building collapsed, engineers even warned the owners that the building was unsafe. But these workers were still forced to go back to work the next day. And these workers never returned home. 75 million fast fashion factory workers right now, as you listen to me speaking, are in similar conditions. 75 million. Million. These are not numbers. These are lives. They're human beings just like you and me. But they're paying for our selfish and unsustainable decisions. I'm not saying this to blame anyone here, because we have all purchased something at some point in our life that is not sustainable, not ethical, or from a company that we know nothing about. But I am here speaking to you today because we can make a change, and it is never too late to make an impact. We as consumers play the biggest role in the future of fast fashion, and we can change the lives of those across the globe right now. And it's so simple. Stop buying things that you don't need. Even if your closet is full of products from fast fashion brands, do not just throw them all away, but keep wearing them until you really can't. Because the most sustainable and ethical choice you have are the things that's already in your closet. And if you really need something, go shop at sustainable fashion brands that pay their workers fairly and treat them ethically, or go to your local thrift stores. And this is so beneficial for us too, because we're saving money in the long term, and it allows us to not purchase a new shirt every single month, but instead have quality over quantity and have clothes that's durable for years. A Chinese proverb says, "The frog does not drink up the pond in which it lives in." Now, billions of us are slowly drinking up everything our earth has with our unlimited and selfish wants, but still thinking is not enough, still wanting more, and thinking money is the sole priority of our society. Just remember, for every unsustainable and unethical decision you make, someone else on the other side of the globe is paying the price for you. The next time you go to the mall and shop with your friends again, you saw this really cute dress, you really want to buy it. I don't expect you to remember everything I said in my speech. It is a lot to digest. But I am going to ask you to do one thing. Just look at your hands. Think about the hands of those who made the clothes you're about to buy. Their pains, their struggles, their tears, their blood, and their hope for you to make a change. Just look at your hands and think about the power you have to change their lives.